I don't think they had video of that, but they should have. That was fantastic. Welcome in, friends. Hello. Welcome to the show that doesn't stop. We are on our 25th straight hour streaming, so thank you for joining us. How is everybody doing tonight?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Brad is joining us with carpal tunnel and calloused mouse fingers because Hearts of Iron got a new DLC today.
It was a lot of fun.
The base game is free to play, so it's time for you to stop being a coward, Dakota.
Yeah, but it's the base game. Like, it's not...
They literally updated Italy's focus tree with all the stuff. I can't remember what.
Well, the base game, you can play the base game for free.
Yeah, I know.
And then you can pay $5 for all the DLC.
Well,
Brad, move your mic up.
But all the updates that they do carry over to the base game.
Well, not the designers and stuff.
No, not the designers, but like you still get Italy's
The traits,
mostly,
the tree.
Mostly, you won't get all of the options in the focus tree,
certain things.
but you'll still get their updated focus tree for the most part. You still, it's
a great game.
Yeah, it's
great
really good.
It's so good.
I couldn't imagine what
You're
playing
missing
it
out,
without
man.
any of the DLC would look like.
What do you play right now?
I read a lot of D&D, and I watch Blood Bowl.
You have the weirdest
can
cycle.
Watch Blood Bowl
Yeah.
while you play Hearts of Iron.
I
usually
suppose.
watching a video while I play Hearts
I
of
suppose that's possible. Yeah.
Iron. It's free. Get on Steam tonight and
You're
download
missing
it
out.
and learn how to play it.
Yeah. I haven't really had
is
time to do much of anything
so
else.
much fun. I was doing Italian things today and Ethiopian things today, and I was even doing a little bit of Swiss things today, which they're the Swiss, so you don't do anything. So it was at one point I wasn't doing anything.
You don't do anything.
Is that
They're
fun?
neutral.
You're not selling the game very hard. I will say that.
I'm not selling Switzerland very hard. They're okay. They're kind of weird.
Yeah?
They're kind of weird. Yeah.
It's a neutrality thing.
You can you don't have to play them neutral. They have a bunch of different
Well, you have to be neutral for
if you
quite
go
a while,
if you
right?
go democratic Switzerland, like down a certain portion of the path, you can preempt the annexation of Austria.
Oh, you were telling me about that.
Yeah, so you can annex Austria before Germany does.
At what point
And now you have wide Switzerland. It's really weird.
At what point does Switzerland want to be, or does Austria want to join with
I
Switzerland?
don't know if they've ever had any sort of shared identity. Maybe what was the Helvetic? Is that what it was? The Helvetic.
I don't know much about Switzerland at all.
It starts with an H. Helvetic might be.
I mean, the
Might be,
Habsburg Empire existed for hundreds of years. So
Yeah,
like,
but that was like Austria-Hungary stuff.
right. That's what I'm saying. So like
Yeah,
they didn't have any
Swiss.
shared
Oh.
identity with Switzerland. I don't.
Yeah,
think,
but it might have been like the Helvetic Republic. I think is what it is.
I have no idea.
The Hellenic is Greece, so I think it was the Helvetic. I think it was the Helvetic Republic.
Tony,
or
can you
something.
pull up the chat
But-
for?
You also
Yeah.
get all these wacky decisions where you can core out states in Germany, France.
That doesn't mean the
and
same thing to everybody.
Oh,
Italy.
God.
Yeah, I get it. But it's fun. It's fun.
You bet it is.
What did I miss?
Oh, you're just a pure soul.
Hello, Nurgle Matthew. Hello, Nathan.
Nurgle Matt, I'm going to see you this weekend, brother. This weekend, the GT is going to be a good time. Tony's coming up Saturday, probably.
Probably.
maybe, he said. So
I got to work all day.
that'll be
Saturday.
fun. Brad's going to come up in the evening Saturday.
No.
Dude, we had a blast last year.
I won't
We
get
had
off
a lot
work
of fun.
till like
It was a great
5,
time.
6 o'clock.
Gonna have to hit that. I don't remember what it was. We'll look at it another time. Anyway, we need to talk about Amazon.
Hold on. as Italy.
Oh, wow.
You can get the Pope.
I
as the
did hear
leader,
about that.
Yeah, you can get the Pope as
They're
the
like,
leader
it's
of your
hidden,
country.
but not hidden. What? Do you watch Tabletop? Damn it, Tony.
He was asking me if I watched Tabletop Titans. He thinks he saw my name on there, which no. Okay, so I've watched a bunch of Tabletop Titans.
When was the
but I
last time
don't
you
like
watched
interact
any
with them.
40K content?
Like 3 days ago.
Really?
Yeah, I watched the Tabletop Titans are having their annual Titans tournament where they like.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Were they all like the 2 guys? Is it 2 guys now, or is it more?
Oh, there's more guys, but like basically like in house they play like a tournament against themselves.
Right.
And
right.
like design like all comers lists from like the top whatever. It was who was it? It was Sisters versus Demons. I didn't get to see the ending of the game, but
It'll be interesting to see who wins the GT this weekend, and then how Demons do. And I'm pretty sure Votan won't be there.
I think
There's not enough models out really.
They came out after the rules cutoff. The rules cutoff was the 17th.
Oh, Nathan says that was directed at Nurgle Matt. You definitely saw Nurgle Matt on Tabletop Titans. Nurgle Matt is everywhere. I don't know what I was watching, but he was commenting on something. What the hell was it?
He just waits for some kind of medium to watch and comment on.
Nurgle Matt is a bro. He's a definite bro. You met him, didn't you? Didn't you see his Nurgle army?
Yeah.
Pretty beautiful.
Mhm.
Pretty beautiful. So,
was that at
that would have been Michigan GT.
Michigan GT, yeah.
He was at Maple City, but you weren't at Maple City last year. Let's see. Yes, the GTs this weekend's gonna be a lot of fun. A full weekend, man. Full weekend. You taking anything for the swap meet?
Nah.
What's
You
the
should.
swap meet?
They do a swap meet Friday night.
That's why all this is here.
Yeah, well, no, Ted's not taking it to the swap meet.
He's not taking it?
No, he's going to be up there Friday, but he's leaving early.
Oh.
He's taking it to sell at the booth.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Yeah, that's fair.
He might have a better chance at the swap meet.
He absolutely 100% would. There are people that go just for the swap meet.
I also told him, Ted, bust these armies up into little $200 chunks. And he's like, yeah, that's a good idea. And he didn't do it. So, so we'll see. Okay, anyway, so let's talk about your damn Amazons. We do got to talk about the 40K campaign a little bit.
Let's talk about the 40K campaign then. We're already on the 40K subject.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
Let's do that because Amazons is not going to be a short-lived topic.
No, I agree. We don't know like what the
we don't know everything.
What's up, Tex?
I'll give you anything.
I'll send you my Venmo after the show.
Yeah, he doesn't want money.
I know. I want money.
No, not from Tex.
That's fair. Good Lord. Tony's got a video. They can't see this, right?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, that's...
I probably should put it
Why was it
live, though.
written and directed by Quentin Tarantino?
He loves feet. Quentin Tarantino, like...
Does he?
You didn't know that?
No.
Oh, dude, that's like a well-known, like...
Not by me.
Okay, like in...
I knew I always liked that guy.
Oh, Lord.
Dude, it's weird, like, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, like, I was watching that, I was like, why are you seeing so many feet? Like, there's a point where Margot Robbie puts her feet up on, like, she's at a movie. Like, there's the scene is her in the movie theater, and her feet are just up on the thing. I'm like, this is really, like, is this supposed to be artistic? And apparently, no, he's just got a foot fetish.
Like bare feet?
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, there's, like, a scene in the same movie where, like, everybody in the house has their feet, like, up on stuff. And it's just really weird.
Like showing the bottom?
Yeah. Bottom side, just feet.
Well, soles are the nipple of the feet.
Oh.
I will.
What?
I cannot.
I've never heard that before.
Oh, God.
My heart.
I'm going to get on my feet
hurts.
nipples and walk on out of here.
Feet. Can we interlace toes? Yes.
Oh, God.
Oh, well, you should have seen the pictures from the other day.
Jamie, what?
I've got it.
All right, so what about the 40K campaign?
Hey,
How's it going?
It's going well.
I
It's
heard
in
that
week
Mike
2.
lost a lot of custodians.
Mike did not have a good day today.
Yeah.
He says, "I owe Jamie what?" That's so funny. Yeah, he was attacking a power generator. I'm sorry, I'm reading the chat. Oh, hang on. I gotta send this to
2022.
Sarah before. So go ahead and tell me what you heard. and then I'll answer after I've sent this.
that he had an enemy outnumbered 2-1 and lost 75% of his forces.
Yes. Yeah, that is what I heard as well. Apparently he took the tile, but
Not for free.
no, not for free, which is fine with me. Get him out of there, and then he hurts himself, and I can give him a good old pushing later.
That's interesting
out of
how that works. It's not something I would imagine happening.
Well, I mean, you
No.
have the option to retreat,
Mm-hmm.
right? And Mike said he was just too far away from the board to retreat.
Wow.
But,
If you're winning too, like you
Yeah,
might as
but
well
like
stay.
the thing is, the tile's worth 1 point, which equals 100 points in game.
That one
right.
was worth 5.
No, that was a power generator. It was
Oh.
not a factory.
Oh.
So he lost 1,500 points to earn 100.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? But
yeah.
I mean, and he gained position on the board. But I lured Mike by feeding him my warlord. What a chaos thing to do. What a villain, Nathan. What a villain. See, like that missed me with that melee crap. I'm just gonna shoot.
Melee's where it's at right now.
Lubke attacked me 3 times. He's trying to throw the knockout blow.
Yeah.
But luckily, John and Nathan came to my defense via spaceport
Yeah.
and jumped into Lubke's backline because he left his city totally undefended.
Yeah.
Totally undefended.
No, aren't there like
There's 6
stationary
teams.
points there, like that defend
Yeah,
it?
there are. Like, they still have to fight the battles, but, like, he has, it's just nothing. Luke, Jakey says he only cares about league play. Tell Jake he should be watching the show.
Was it my phone that went off?
No, well, yours did go off. We're all in the same chat.
Right, but I mean, did it
I
ding?
saw it on
Or
Tony's.
was the ding on your phone?
Who knows?
My volume is completely off, so if it's mine, I'm concerned.
Well, if it were mine, doesn't ding, and what you saw was your own Facebook.
I definitely saw it.
Yeah.
Saw it.
Well, yeah, it's your own Facebook.
Nathan, hey. Yeah, so it's going pretty well. The best part is the intrigue, and I really like the initiative system that I stole blatantly from another game. But it's worked out really well. It's kept it fresh, I think. And it got rid of a lot of the issues like, well, what if armies pass each other? You know what I mean? Because everything happens, there's 6 teams, there's 18 possible orders, and they all have a spot in line, right? So there's the first order all the way down to the 18th. So, like, order 2 goes after order 1. It just is, it's worked out well. Do you think?
Yeah, I
it's
think
pretty
it's
smooth?
worked out pretty well. Yeah.
We'll see if there's a.
Don't read it out loud.
I
Don't-
wasn't. I
don't.
wasn't.
Uh,
Which one?
yeah, you text. Just you don't read it.
Oh, I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
The
I have no idea.
he said I had the intrigue. It gives me a stroke.
Damn it! I heard something like that.
You guys have never heard that before?
I just heard something
I've
like it the other day.
100% heard it. That's why I'm saying don't read it.
Oh, okay.
Oh God. Oh
It's
God.
so funny. Like, I didn't realize it until.
He hates the intrigue. It gives him a stroke.
Oh, it's the intrigue's the best part. It honestly is the best part. A good byproduct is we'll have 22 40K games played at the end of this week. So
Dear God.
that's in 2 weeks, but like, I messaged
so
Sarah
many
about the
games.
soles of the feet being nipples, and she said, "What?"
It's not my belief. I'm just familiar with the
It's
internet.
pretty funny.
Just pretty familiar with the internet. Yeah, I've been on 4chan.
Stay away from it.
I keep getting attacked.
Nathan, you do like the red zone. There's like more points per tile up there than anywhere else on the map. So, like, because there's 3 cities that are 1 space from each other. So it's a pretty contested area up there. Because cities are worth 5 points. Every other tile's worth 1. Factories are worth 5 also. But I've yet to reach A1. So they want to take. I have a bare bones tile up in the northwest. And Nathan wants it so bad, but Mike trapped his because the initiative. Mike went first, so the army that Nathan was going to take my tile with, Mike trapped that army in the tile, and it has to fight now.
Yeah.
So like the same thing happened with Brad's army this turn. Nathan and Jake trapped his army in a city. So it couldn't. They did that intentionally, so he couldn't attack their factory.
I mean, I kind of knew they were going to do that, but
Did you order that army anyway?
yeah, I ordered
Just
it.
in case they didn't?
Just in case they didn't. I was fine with it. So I was like, if they don't, I'll just move them here.
You
If they
very
do,
well could
whatever.
destroy that army entirely.
I would love.
You got to do it
so.
by turn 3, though.
Maybe.
He's probably just going to hang on the back
Why
line.
turn 3?
Turn
Because
3
he
is when
can
you can start
retreat.
to retreat.
Yeah, maybe. But is he going to retreat if he has more than 500 points left?
Nathan says he was betrayed. Nathan tried to set up. He tried to set it up so Eli and Mike, he offered them both the same tile and didn't tell one another right away. And today he was like, and I told John to go there too. So he was trying to lure them all.
He's
and they
playing
almost
the
did it.
injury game just like everyone else, and he's giving himself a stroke.
Not me. I'm literally here just to play 40K games. I'm not involved in the Game of Thronesian nonsense.
You're missing out on the best part. of
Have
the
you
whole
had
thing.
like 3-way battles yet?
Not yet.
No.
No,
Not a one?
we've had one.
Okay, we had 2 people from the same team attacked
Oh.
with small armies.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't a true it was a 3-player game, but it was still 1v1 team wise. It's been a lot of fun. So this is round 2 of 6. So we'll see. I have 3 games to play. Ian's got 2. Both rounds I had 5 games.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
I had 2 last round.
So every team's limited to 3 orders. So every
3
team
this-
has
2 this
at
round.
least 2 players, right? So like you're not able to do everything you want to do. So you got to do your 3 most important things, and it keeps the games relatively low. Yeah. Right. Like I've had quite a few on my team, but everybody wants to hammer me, and Luke, he won't leave me alone. He will after this turn because his armies are going to be defeated in the field. I love it. And he's going to have to sue for peace. Nathan's proud of his slingshot. maneuver.
How does a Tyranid sue for peace?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Exactly, but no, he won't be out of the
I'll
game.
go eat
but
those people instead.
his armies are going to be they're going to be separated from all his valuable territory, and I have 2 armies going to be on his doorstep, and he's going to attack my city. But oh well, let it burn.
I'm looking forward to eating orcs with Chaos Space Marines.
hoping
It's been
for-
pretty fun. It's been pretty fun.
I'm hoping for a little bit more diversity of games. I play a Chaos Garrison and Death Guard Garrison this round, and then Eli. I can't. Oh yeah, Eli's attacking my army, so I'm playing Eldar, Chaos Death Guard, and Necrons this turn. So it's pretty diverse. Pro moves. All right, man. Let's hear about these Amazonians.
Let's do it. Jamie, can you pull up Warhammer Community, please?
Yeah.
All right. So,
The
as
team again looks good.
as some of you may know out there, the Amazons were they were shown off today. They're with most of their new roster. We're missing some details still, but pretty much like we know what we need to know about all the players.
I don't think they're getting a big guy.
I don't think so either.
It does not appear to be so.
It's been talked about that the roster that the playtesters seen isn't this.
That's a very GW thing to do.
Hit and run did not exist. It just wasn't there. They didn't have that.
That's what Jason said
Yeah.
for 40K playtesting. Like they would playtest these rules for like over a month, and then when they come out with the final product, he'd be like, "We didn't playtest any of these rules.
Yeah.
What the hell?"
Nathan,
so funny.
the garrison
That's so
has to be your army. I don't care if Jake plays it, but you have the garrison force. So it's the same on all your tiles. Go ahead.
Okay, so Tony, let's go down a little bit.
Can they see this, Tony?
I probably.
All right,
Unclear.
so the line woman did not change.
They should be able to.
Yeah, they're still 50K, movement 6, everything, dodge.
Yep.
The whole roster has dodge,
Yep.
which is not something I wanted to see.
Yeah,
but
I thought they would change
I
that.
told you they didn't change it with Norse. I ain't gonna change it with Amazon.
I mean, they did strip
They
block
all-
off of a couple of the players on
yeah.
North, though.
Just the Valkyries.
Yeah.
And then gave him like 18 other skills. Like, made him way better.
So yeah, not a lot to go into on the linemen. We're still assume that throughout the roster, we're gonna make some assumptions about like what they're gonna have.
I mean, they'll probably have general.
The big thing is the access.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't see them just giving them agility for some reason. I think they'll just literally be a carbon copy of what they were before. They'll have general.
Yeah, that's what it'll be.
The whole team will have general.
Yeah,
and then select ones will have agility also.
Yeah, it might be a little.
The big guy will have strength, right? The strength 4 pieces.
The strength 4 will have strength. Oh, the blitzers. I don't know what the blitzers will have. Strength.
Let's go to the
go to the
one.
blitzers.
Yeah, which one?
So hit and run was not on their previous roster, huh?
So we talked.
They might have agility.
Yeah. So the Piranha Warrior.
They will.
Yep, Piranha Warrior 90K. You can have 0 to 2 of them. Movement 7, which is an upgrade.
Mm-hmm.
Strength 3, agility 3. Still armor 8. They lost block, so they don't start the game with blodge, which I'm a huge fan of. They have dodge, hit and run, and jump up. Hit and run is the new trait put on just these blitzers, which you can only have 2 of them. Which after a player with this trait performs a block action, they may immediately move 1 free square, ignoring tackle zones, so long as they are still standing.
That's so powerful.
They must ensure that after this move, they are not marked or being marked by opposition players.
So they can't use it to move into tackle zones.
No, but they can use it to move an additional square on a blitz with the ball.
Well, I'm not convinced that this is usable on a blitz.
It does say a block action, although blitz requires a block action.
See, I went through and I was reading some of the rule book.
But they specify block action.
I was reading through the rule book. When you look at like other skills in the game, they specify in parentheses when this player performs a block action, parentheses, on its own or as part of a blitz, and then in multiple other skills in the game, it'll specify a block action and then parentheses not as part of a blitz.
Yeah.
This is missing the parentheses.
Yeah.
So
this may not be like what's in the.
Maybe
we'll have to wait.
I guess that I suppose that's possible. We'll have to see the actual roster.
They're blitzers. I wouldn't be surprised if they Well, here's the thing though. I don't know. Can you use it as a part? So. Because
it says as a block, not a blitz.
Yeah, so they're pretty careful about not giving players extra movement.
And that is a massive right there. That's massive.
Yeah, so I'd be almost willing to bet that it's not. You can't use that as a part of a blitz. I'd be almost, which, I mean,
it essentially gives you a second and third blitz though.
The only
in some ways.
Only
because you can reposition with it, right? So like what if you were standing on the goal line with the ball carrier? You know what I mean? And you blitz elsewhere. Get an assist on that guy that's tagging him.
Oh, okay.
You know, and then my free move is into the end zone. So like it could be problem. That's a very niche scenario. But.
Oh yeah, it's I mean, I see the argument both sides where you can use it on a blitz or not.
I thought all players were going to have this first.
Yeah,
me too.
I'm
when I heard that, I was like, that's stupid. That's just dumb. But
did Brad
2 players would be fine. Huh?
Did Brad get louder to you?
He got louder.
I didn't change anything.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
I don't know.
He might just be talking more directly.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
But yeah, I'm glad that not every player does.
Yeah, me too.
I like that they don't start with block because now that you could put wrestle on this player. And, and you know a movement 7 tackle wrestle jump up. That's a super harassy player. I like that a lot.
That's cool.
Plus hit and run is cool. And I like that it's not on 4 players on the roster. Which four would be okay. Yeah. Oh, you didn't when you read it earlier?
When I kind of breezed through it, and I thought that hit and run was the team trait.
No, God.
And I was like, that's a problem. Then I went back and I was like, okay. Thank God.
So yeah, I like the blitzer overall. I could see this player having general agility and strength access.
Yeah, they will. I don't think they should.
I don't. See,
yeah.
The Dark Elf Blitzer needs to have general strength agility.
Yeah, just be vampires. I don't know if they'll get all 3.
I don't think they should.
I could see it, but I mean, looking at the model, it looks like it should have strength. I don't
The
know.
old blitzers.
The
had
strength
strength.
4 player is
did.
going to have strength.
The old blitzers
Yeah.
had strength.
Yeah, but the strength 4 is good. They split that player.
They could. They both could have strength.
I don't
axes.
think they should. That
'Cause you
team
would
shouldn't
do
have a
well.
bunch
What
of-
you would see there is you would see 2 positionals with strength access, then possibly 2 position. Do they have a catcher?
No.
Or is it
Blitzers
just,
would be
it's
the
So
just
yeah,
a
let's
thrower?
let's look at the next player.
Okay.
The next player is gonna. It's gonna. Oh no, the thrower.
thrower.
Who cares?
the Python Warrior
You're not gonna
thrower.
bring that thrower, are you?
I mean, you'd take at least one.
It's not bad with on the ball. It's pretty decent.
So
Safe pass,
you can take
can't-
0 to 2. They cost 80K, which is pretty pricey for a thrower.
That's got 4 skills.
Hold
yeah.
my wood off beer.
Are they 90?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
For no
They're,
good
no,
reason.
they're 95, Brad.
That's so bad.
They're,
I'm pretty sure they're 95.
I just feel like okay. So anyway, they have the same stat line as a lineman. They come with dodge on the ball, pass and safe pass. On the ball is a nice. It's nice to have in the bag
It's
because like
great to start with.
you don't
Yeah.
you don't want to take it generally for everyone, but it's really good to start with. It's nice to have in the back.
They're
pocket.
getting it for free.
Now I
too.
need to go
Yeah.
get my dwarf beer. 'Cause that's like the first thing I give my dwarf runners.
Yeah, I mean dwarves and like honestly,
Need it.
like I could see second or third on like an orc thrower.
Yeah.
Absolutely, it's good. It gives your ball recovery in the first turn. Super.
I-
It also makes
I
it a
really
little
wanted to
bit
get
more.
on one of my throwers for Tomb Kings.
Well,
I just never could.
Don't forget about how more harassing it makes that player on defense too.
yeah.
Because when your opponent's making a pass and you can, I used my on the ball skill on one of my dwarf runners to cause an incompletion and then cause a turnover. Like popped right in his tackle zone and then just
That's good.
roll like
it
literally
was problematic in
rolled
the playoff.
rolled
game.
the 2 instead of the rolled the 2 instead of the 3 and then like that was it. You didn't catch it, but he originally needed a 2.
Yeah.
It's really
Plus,
good.
if you bring 2 of these, both players can use on the ball at the same time. Like that's really good. Safe pass is kind of it's okay.
What is it again?
I think that's the one.
where you can't fumble.
Yeah.
If you roll a 1, you just keep the ball.
Yeah.
You just no. That's,
It's again one of those skills that you like. You're not gonna be buying all the time, but like you're super happy to start with it.
it's a very safe player to have.
Yeah.
I'd rather have sure hands.
Yeah. I mean, but sure
You'll
hands
get
is
it
the first
eventually.
skill you give her, right?
Yeah, you give her short hands eventually.
I don't know, man. Maybe.
She got
Yeah,
3. She got
probably.
3 at passing.
In league, actually, probably give her accurate so she can pass farm
Yeah.
a little bit better. But then you're catching the ball on a 3, so I don't know.
I don't know. I might not.
I don't think you take it.
You might not take it. I'm thinking about it now. I'm like passing on a 3, 80K. It's got some decent skills, but it requires too much development. And then like making passes with that player is really, it's really risky. Not because they have safe pass though, but because like passing on a 3 out.
You don't have a super good catcher.
And yeah,
You
you,
could-
don't have a super good catcher.
You could probably build one. So back on the blitzer. The other reason I think that they're gonna have strength and agility is that it said that they're like a blocker blitzer blocker runner hybrid player.
Yeah, so they'll probably have agility.
I
and
hope
strength.
they don't have strength. I don't.
Well,
think they
that would set it up for this is what I was talking about earlier. When your linemen are going to have general, that would mean your thrower has agility, your strength 4 guy has strength, and then your blitzer has general agility strength.
I think this one's only gonna have general passing.
should. I think so too.
I don't.
Oh
think,
yeah. He'll have passing. He won't have agility.
Yeah.
but but it still falls.
I mean, you absolutely take one.
I don't think
it's
you
only
do.
it's only 30K over a lineman. It's like it's
Yeah, I don't
negligible
know.
for to have something in your back pocket.
I don't
that
know
you
how
wouldn't
that-
I
have
mean, I
otherwise.
can see the argument for it, but I don't think I would.
I don't know how that team maths out. So like how many extra players you get versus how many rerolls. The
The
article
rerolls, I'm assuming, are going to be 50K. Are the North 60K?
Yeah.
These will be 50K probably.
Probably.
they're still 50K. Like they're 50K right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Norse.
North were 50K also.
Oh, we're there.
But they went up to 60.
yeah. Which I'm okay with.
Yeah.
They should.
On a
Dwarf
on a team
should be
team
more.
with that much block,
Yes.
like on a team with this much dodge, where
Yes.
where you're inherently re-rolling a lot of the stuff you want to do, like
Oh, the only thing you're re-rolling on this team is dodging.
yeah, but like that's,
everything else, I don't know, dude. You're gonna need those cheap dice. You don't have any block. You don't have any sure hands.
I get it, but when your linemen are, they're going to have a bare minimum of 6 linemen on the pitch, and that's if you take a thrower.
I think you're okay with those linemen, though. I mean,
They're 50K with dodge. I wouldn't even replace them journeyman. That wouldn't even be the first thing. If I had 11 players at one point, I'd be fine with it.
Yeah, maybe. All right, so let's go on to the next player here.
especially if you can bring mercenaries.
Well, they have dodge too.
So the Jaguar Warriors kind of the star of the roster for me.
I thought for sure they'd have claw.
Yeah, I did too.
We all did.
I
I
thought
don't
for sure
think they
had
should
claw.
be strength 4.
I'm really glad they don't have claw.
So
Why are they strength 4?
So there's you can take 0 to
so
2.
They can have a strength 4 player. I
Like
guess.
110, which we'll talk about because that's way too cheap.
Yeah,
Their
it is.
movement 6, strength 4 with agility 3.
Yeah, with armor
like-
9+ too, so they're a little bit more meatier than your other players.
And they have defensive, and they're going to have strength access. So you're
Yeah.
going to have your first real problematic player with strength. That you're going to give him block and guard, right?
Oh, your first 2 skills are block and guard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it has defensive, which actually is worth something on a strength 4 player with guard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, you can only have 2 of them.
Well, if the blitzers have guard also,
Yeah.
if they have strength access,
You can also only have 2 of those.
sure. But I mean, that's 4 guard pieces with 2 strength 4 and 2 defensive players.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm actually really glad they come with defensive.
Well,
I'd,
I mean,
I'd
it's
like
a-
to see more of that skill on the table.
It's another one of those like you're not going to buy it, but there's going to be a point in the league where you're happy as hell that you have
they're
it.
going to change it, right? It's going to be all the time.
It'd be nice.
Like they have to.
Oh,
don't
that's
they?
right. It's only on your opponent's turn. No, it's only on your turn.
No,
No, it's on your opponent's turn.
Oh, it is your opponent's
Yeah.
turn. Okay.
You can't deactivate other people's guard. It's a weird. I don't know.
It's a weird interaction.
And it's on strength 4, so like that helps.
It's gonna be harder to push it away.
Yeah.
I like that player. I think you're right. I think that player's too cheap. I think at least needs to be at least another 5K more, if not another 10.
A blood seeker is
Bloodseeker.
110.
Yeah, and he's only got frenzy. He's strength
And
4. Less movement.
he's got a 1 less
Better armor.
movement, 1 less agility in exchange for 1
true.
more armor,
yeah.
but 1 less skill.
Yeah.
And he's how much? 110.
110. He's
Yeah.
the same price.
Yeah.
Now
It's weird because
you need to look at the team around it. I understand.
Well, you start with 2 of these.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, well, your linemen are so dirt cheap. You start with everything you
Yeah, I
want.
was about to say with the lineman being 50K is always a huge boon to whatever team you're playing. If you have cheap linemen going into your team, it is way easier to make a team. I find like with Norse and stuff like that, I find it really easy to make a starting roster of what I want to use. With my Wood Elf team. Like my Wood Elf team, it's almost impossible to make a starting roster.
Yeah.
What do you mean? It's super easy.
Absolutely.
You bring 9 linemen,
and 2
2
ward
rerolls, and 2 ward answers.
That
was super easy.
I would if I could still do that.
You can only bring 1 reroll.
Yeah, with 2 ward answers.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Maybe I don't know because the rerolls maybe not. I don't know because the ward answers got more expensive, right?
They're
120,
115, right?
Yeah, they're 125.
They are 125. So that's 250 for 2.
Yeah, and then
70 times 9. I can't math like that, but
I mean that's 630 plus 250. Yeah,
plus 100 for rerolls.
yeah, you can't do it.
Yeah.
What lunacy?
Yeah, team's terrible.
All right. So
you know.
that's probably it for that there, Tony. But yeah, no, I think the Jaguar Warrior is interesting for sure. They'll have general strength.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
I don't think they give you the option for enough positional players on the team.
I think they should have just kept 4 blitzers
For
and
Amazons?
given them defensive dodge and not strength access, personally. But
I'm okay with having a nice mix of of players that can do stuff like that on your team, especially with a team like Amazons.
it's a pretty diverse team. For sure.
Yeah, exactly.
The problem
I
is
kinda
you only want realistically 5 of your positionals, right? You want your 2 blitzers, your 2 Jaguars, and you want a thrower.
Maybe.
Okay,
Yeah,
maybe. I think there's a solid argument
that's
for it because you want to have the option to throw the ball if you have to.
Absolutely.
So that leaves you with 6 linemen on the field.
How much were the blitzers? 80?
90.
90.
What would they have before? They had
two
Two
four,
catchers?
four blitzers, 2 catchers, 2 throwers,
That team
So-
never should have
so
had 4
that's-
blitzers.
so
That
that's
was lunacy.
That right there is 8 non-lineman players.
8 linemen starting.
So okay, so actually, realistically, let's say 7 because you're not gonna have probably don't want 2 throwers.
Right. I never thought they should have had 4 blitzers. I was like, why do they have 4 and then they have strength access also?
I'm
and Blodge out of the
Oh,
gate.
my
I was
God.
okay with them having 4 if they don't start with Blodge.
Well, here's the thing, though. That team doesn't start with block.
Hey, I mean, literally every player on the team, maybe sans the thrower, takes block first.
Yeah, I mean,
Or
I
wrestle.
get you. Your line, if they, the problem is it's if they level up. Not having block like that is.
But you
is
can
scary.
even the agility 4 guy is agility 3. You can
You're leveling
feed
them up
touchdowns to
very
anybody.
easily.
Oh, absolutely.
Very easily.
Absolutely. They're not a
They're going to
slow.
be some of the best ball carriers.
They're
because
the
strength 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I was gonna say they're the fastest strength 4 in the game, but Ulf Warners are strength.
They're the same.
Or I'm sorry, they're all movement 6 as well, right?
Yeah.
But they're not agility 3.
Yep.
No werewolves are strength 3. Yeah, this might be the first. Is this the first strength 4 AG3 position?
And there's the Chaos Warrior,
But he's only movement
but he's
5.
Move-
only movement 5,
But he's movement 5
and doesn't start with a skill.
Yeah. Yep.
And
This one
he's
starts with
10k cheaper.
It's a weird choice. Weird choice.
He's a movement slower and starts with 2 less skills,
He's 10k.
10k cheaper.
yeah, but he's got triple.
Yeah, he doesn't have. He doesn't.
You get
mutation
having that
access.
mutation.
You can't start.
The
him with-
+1 armor is a thing too.
Yeah, it comes into play. Yeah. So, I mean, that's comparable.
9 to
It's-
10 is a big jump, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, 8 to 9.
It's
is
a
big-
much bigger jump
big
than 8
jump.
to 9, though, isn't it?
I don't know.
I would argue
Maybe.
that it is.
Yeah,
I
I
think
don't
it
know.
is.
I don't know. But yeah, so it's. I don't know.
I will say I've had a better time blocking armor 10 somehow. Like I've crushed Sauruses.
Like I said, having
Like
dodge,
it couldn't hurt Skinks, but those Sauruses were gone. Who did I play this season that I did that?
having dodge on your whole team at the start versus having block. I think having dodge for survivability purposes is better.
I mean, for the first
Um,
few league games
In a
until
Premier League,
until
for
block
sure.
starts amping
Premier
up.
League,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Premier League Amazons might perform
Well,
well.
if you're bringing Amazons to a
How many Amazon
to
players are we gonna have in the Premier League
a redraft, I counted 3 the other day.
that said they wanted it?
Yeah, Eli was one of them.
Eli, Luke, and Michael all have expressed interest.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
Michael Cole.
Yeah. I don't know if he'll play in the league, but
John, I think John said he might. That might be one of the ones I'm thinking of. But yeah, so I think it was 3 that one day that was just here.
They're an interesting team.
Yeah, they're
I'll
interesting.
say that much.
I'm
They're,
playing halflings.
I'm gonna play.
are you really?
God no.
I was like,
Do
why
it.
would you do that?
Do it. Prove to Jake that they are a great team.
I don't know if they're great, but
Excuse me. Prove to Jake that they're better than Wood Elves. Yeah, there it is.
the thing is, they're so cheap.
Yeah,
You know,
right.
like, oh my god, I had 7 halflings die, but I have 14 more off the bench. Obviously, that's not math, but like,
No, I know. I'm just
yeah,
saying.
that's the problem. Like, if you get into an attrition game, the halflings they're gonna evaporate. But
Are they?
yeah, I think
They come with dodge,
They have
Yeah, but
armor
there's-
6.
yeah, they just
but they come with dodge.
So do Noblars.
Okay.
I don't know.
Noblars are also strength 1.
Yeah,
which
okay, I mean-
everybody gets to 3-die block them.
I'm gonna make a Leagues of Votan dwarf team. God, I gotta start thinking about that.
that'd be
Halflings,
pretty cool.
halflings can get 3 starting tree linemen, so they don't even have to put halflings on the line.
Well, I mean, you have to get what's his name every time, but
Sure.
you can, right?
Yeah,
Like,
you got enough inducements. You can make it like a 13-player roster with like 600 gold.
If you're reaching for deep root, just get Morg. He's just better.
is he?
Yeah.
Get both. You'll have the gold,
I think
especially late league.
I think if you do that, you get Griffin Morg, right? Dude, when
Maybe.
this
Yeah.
edition came out, like
Yeah.
halflings were the team
Yeah,
for that reason.
yeah.
They had
And
the 2
tournaments.
trees, a bunch of junky flings, and then.
Bunch of junky fling.
Well, I mean, like, why do you take the positional halflings? You just bring the linemen that are 30K.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You can bring 16 of them. You don't need the thrower.
I literally don't know what I would do to that team to make it like in a happier place.
I want to
think
paint.
I think the halflings
Yeah.
team's fine.
I want to paint some Kirnoth hunters for Blood Bowl. That's the only reason I would play them. But I got to find halflings that I can stand to look at. The GW team it makes me want to die.
Get some.
Makes me want to die.
Dude, it's so bad. Like you said with your halfling hate last week, I just not a big fan of it.
Get some Lord of the Rings hobbits.
I think I could just get like
You could like
I could get like Minas Tirith, like Knights of Minas Tirith.
No, don't do
No,
that.
dude. The scale in Blood Bowl, like they're small.
I get it, but like get some Lord of the Rings hobbits, snip the heads off, put football helmets on them. Be fantastic.
Oh man, there's got to be a 3D printed team somewhere, right? Like,
Be fantastic.
I hate the GW half.
And then you could get some, and then you get some like you can get like tree beard, some tree ents, and there's be
Dude, my Kiernoth Hunters are what I'm using for the. I already know. Because it's a kit of 3. One I'll paint up like gray. And that'll be deep root.
By no rights, we have no business being here, Mr. Frodo. playing Blood Bowl.
You're playing Corn. What are you playing in the Premier League?
I don't know yet. Dwarves, maybe. I kind of want to play my.
I'm playing Orcs again.
I
then.
kind of want to play my Wood Elves, just so I.
Jake said he's playing Wood Elves.
Jake,
Powell.
why?
Because he
He's a
wants to
fool.
prove they're good.
Maybe I have.
Watch, he'll win the damn Premier League again.
If he wins, I'm not playing Blood Bowl anymore because then I just don't know anything. I know one thing: that team is trash.
I don't think they're very good. There are definitely no high
I,
elves.
they, they
Maybe
just-
I'll play halflings. I mean,
I'm
you
not
can play
willing
Wood
to go
Elves,
as-
I'll play halflings and just
I'm not willing to go far enough to say that they're trash.
Wood Elves.
Yeah.
I don't know what's good about them. What advantage?
They're so fast.
What advantage? What advantage do they have over other teams?
I mean, insane speed.
They're not that much faster than
I think
regular
Elven
elves.
Union's just better than them, though.
But
Not to
just-
mention Skaven. Like Skaven's just as fast.
right, but they're not as agile.
Okay.
But they're cheaper.
Like
Yeah,
a lot
I think in
cheaper.
the long run that's better because like most of the time if you need a 2, you're rolling a 5,
Yeah,
a
exactly.
4, a 3. You know, it doesn't really matter. Like you're
The-
succeeding with any player.
The threes,
typically.
yeah, exactly.
Obviously not always.
Yeah.
Obviously not.
I mean, just like the base lineman can be built into an exceptional positional.
They are a great positional on almost every team.
Yeah.
Right, but they're just the fact that you have to have 8 of them to start.
No, no,
70K.
you're right.
And there's the other thing where you have to put. You're gonna be forced to put them in. You're gonna come up with instances where you have to put them in tackle zones, and they're gonna get knocked out and removed from the pitch, and you're just gonna be losing players the whole time. Last time I played them, I ended the game. I lost like 2 or because I played them against Nathan's Underworld Denizens. I lost over half my team. I had 6 players off the pitch before the game ended.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
That armor 8 without block, because like you had a little bit of it with Norse, right?
Yeah.
With,
Oh,
like,
I had a lot of it.
Now imagine your players are 20K more expensive.
maybe I'll play Norse. I don't know.
I was thinking about
Dude,
playing
the
Norse, too.
new Norse roster was fun,
Yeah.
and I could see them being way more enjoyable in a Premier League setting.
Yeah, that's a problem with the redraft. You just can't. And Norse are probably one of the better teams to go into because they're cheap and they have starting skills.
Yeah. Those Valkyries are nuts.
Yeah, Valkyries are freaking wild.
They die.
Maybe
all the time, right?
Oh yeah, man. And until you level them up and give them that first level up of either wrestle or block, it's like they're the player where you're like, who'd I block?
I'll play Norse. That's what I'll do. I have an unbuilt Norse team.
Just play literally anything that Tim is interested in.
It's
Yeah, right. He's,
what are you gonna play?
I've thought dwarves. I've thought Norse. I won't
Man.
play. What?
I almost have to play an elf team, but I want to play Corn so bad.
I've thought elves too. I haven't played them in this edition, so I thought Elven Union.
I really don't want to paint my dark elves because I'm just not thrilled about the models. But like,
I think the team is rough too.
I think dark elves are, in my opinion, I think they're the best elves.
I think it's high elves and then Elven Union.
except,
and then dark elves.
Except that they're so hard to get a 1-turn with. Like,
Who's the worst elves?
What elves?
I mean, if it would be wood elves from a league standpoint, I would say. But like,
I don't think it's close. I'd play dark elves again. I'm not playing wood elves.
I don't blame you. It's miserable.
I could
man.
play dark
I
elves
can't.
better now that I've played them.
Yeah.
You know, I could.
I
could
just
definitely play them better.
I don't know how to play a game with wood elves anymore. That's the only issue.
I don't know, dude. Like really high level players though, that they don't seem to have a problem with like how wood elves are.
Yeah, but they're high-level players.
Well, are they playing in leagues or are they playing in tournaments?
I mean
Probably
both
tournaments.
but like
I would like to see the stats on them in leagues.
I mean
I bet in tournaments where you could take the players
Mhm.
and customize them before you play a single game.
And then when they die,
yeah,
it doesn't
sure.
matter.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the difference.
But when you're playing games and you've got this War Dancer that's leveled up 5 times and he dies,
yeah, but I mean that
and then you
that
can't play him
happens-
for the rest of the
That happens to every team, though, right? Like when you have a star that you've really
but
put
not every
everything
team.
into.
Yeah, sure, but not every team has to pay $125,000 to replace that positional. I don't think. I'm not sure there's any team aside from
It's
big
not perfect.
guys that
It's-
pay
it's not
$125K
perfectly
for any
analogous
positional.
to not Underworld. What the hell are they called? They got the Ghost.
Necro?
Necro.
Yeah, Necro. Like they're very similar,
Mhm.
but they've got the benefit of cheap linemen and regeneration.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay,
yeah.
so like when those wolves go down, it's a big deal.
Yeah, absolutely.
But they also have 40K linemen, so like if their strike 4
Exactly.
guy gets somebody on the ground, their lineman's like,
well,
and they can foul people
well,
out. you
not
know,
to mention,
they got a big advantage there.
they've got some diversity built into the team. So you have players who can go and sit into tackle zones and get punched, and they have regen. You don't really care all that much if they get casualty
man,
or
I
KO.
tell you what, you take those
have
wolves
strength
out.
4 players.
Those wolves and those ghouls are literally like, I'm not even going to say they're paper tigers. They're just paper.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, but
Dude, when I saw a ghoul,
They're paper folded like ducks.
but your whole team is like that on a Wood Elf team, though.
well, right,
Your
right,
whole that
right.
is your whole team.
Well, I mean,
And
like
you
Dakota
don't
said,
have-
like your lineman. If you got to score a touchdown, your lineman can pick up the ball and run away from almost anybody.
Sure, but how do you stop players from scoring?
Wait, like how do you stop your opponent from scoring?
Yeah.
Well, like
I don't know if you do, man. As elves in
Wait,
general, I think
really?
elves like you back up. Well, the play is to take the ball away, but I think you just get in the way, get run over one player at a time, and
Yeah.
then find a way to get the ball.
You-
but you just concede that you're gonna get a.
Yeah.
You as elves, I think,
And
you give the ball to your opponent 2 times, and one of the 2 you have to steal it.
And here's the other
You know what I mean?
And here's the other problem you run into. Now they're just going to start removing players though too.
Oh, I get it.
So if you're not like, it's such a rough time.
It's brutal.
I mean you've really gotta like analyze your defense and understand like what your objective is. Like yielding no more than 1 square of advancement per turn. Like you just fall back and go into and either set up columns or chevrons.
I get
And then when you're on offense, like Wood Elves especially, better than anyone can do a withdrawn offense better than anybody.
Yeah, I know.
Probably not better than Skaven.
Well, yeah, because like
Well,
because
Skaven can
they're
hold the
more agile.
gutter runner can like sit at his goal line
Yeah.
for 4 turns. Right? Is that what you meant by with?
Yeah, well, like
you
where,
hang out in your zone and then find a hole.
where it's on. It's like you get the ball and your entire team just goes to your end zone.
Right.
And you sit back there, and it takes your opponent 2 to 3 turns to get to you to start doing anything, and you're just like, well, I'm so much faster. Meep meep, and then you're gone. You got to find a hole.
So what do you do against like Skaven or Necro?
Well,
You try
Skaven,
to outmuscle them.
Skaven, they're not so much bashier than you that you're like terrified of them. They'll have like the blitzers that can do their job.
And who?
And Necro is so slow that a withdrawn offense is pretty terrifying.
Really?
Yeah.
Because most your werewolves are fine, your
What do you
ghouls are
do?
fine, and
Why
your
do you-
ghosts are fine.
Why do you play into that?
Yeah, I was just thinking that
What?
too. That's a bad. Yeah, I don't. Who follows into that?
What do you mean? Like why would they chase you? Well, I
Yeah.
mean, then imagine you just sit at the halfway line for 4 turns and you're never hitting the elves. So then when it's time, is my mic cutting out?
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe it's my headphones. But like, and then so now you're on turn 4, turn 5, and you haven't removed a single elf, and
Sure.
now they're just like, okay, now it's time to go, and they've got their full team at their disposal.
Sure.
They're gonna score.
I've never seen that played out, but I mean, I've
Me
seen
neither.
like a Skaven player catch the ball and then run backwards.
Oh yeah.
And
Well, because they're so fast and they can just
yeah, first time I saw it, I was like, what the hell?
and they
I
can
was
just
like,
move
oh, I
up
see.
11 squares, hand off the ball on a 2, and go up another 11 squares. And
Yeah.
Skaven can you can build a 1-turning character so easily.
Used to be able to with what else?
Yeah. Well, That's also frustrating. Like I was just talking to someone on their stream about this the other day. Like Wood Elves just got nerfed too hard.
Yeah, absolutely. They
on-
got the
on-
GW treatment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On top of like the stealth nerf of like the +2s coming into existence.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just no.
Yeah.
it's
Well,
not-
there was. Yeah. They got. I think they got hit 3 or 4 times. It was. Yeah. It was a rough go. I looked at that team. I was like, well, I guess you're not playing this edition.
Well, like the core changes
seen a
in the
few
game.
years.
If nothing else changed, it already brings that team down.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, you had the changes to leap too, which
Yeah.
which are then your war dancers got more expensive, and
yeah,
then
their
your war
skills got less viable
And
and,
then your-
more expensive.
and then your throw, and then now you can't throw with war dancers, and yeah. So there was another thing too. What was it? Well, I don't remember.
Then you look at it, the teams of legend Amazons, and you're like, why not? I'll just play them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Like I'll start with 4 rerolls, 13 players, and,
and
4
4
blodgers.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's insane. And they're like 80K. I think the blodgers were like 80K.
I think
They might have been 90.
I
But
think they were right, but you're 35 cheaper.
yeah, well, I mean, I just matched it. It's I don't think it was much different than the roster now. I just mathed it out. You could
For the new Amazons?
if the reroll stayed 50K, we'll see. Hopefully they win.
I'd bet
60.
money they're 50K.
a
But
lot of people they would
But-
just put stand firm first skill on those blitzers.
the blodgers.
Yeah, just like have you ever dealt with a stand firm blodger? It's a nightmare.
I think stand firm is an underrated, annoying skill.
Stand
It
firm
was
is
the-
so
It
powerful.
was the second thing I gave my dwarf lineman. Guard stand firm.
Yep.
Sometimes great.
I loved it on my Tomb Kings team.
Mhm.
I got the first one randomly, and I was like, you know what? I need more of this. I think I had 4 in the finals.
I love the combination of sidestep stand firm on Necro. Like it's so nice.
Then you put grab on him.
Damn it! That's
I do
another team
everything.
There's a chance I play Imperial Nobility too.
You want to play nobility?
They're a tough team,
I
man.
like that
They're
board
tough.
control.
Yeah, they're almost as bad as wood elves.
I don't know if they're good, but I like the idea of what you can do with that board control.
I was just trolling.
The
They're-
sidestep
they're-
and stand firm.
They're fun.
Mhm.
I'll say they're fun for sure.
Yeah, they got some interesting. The problem is they got these positionals that you're not quite sure what you want to do with.
They have
Like the-
identity crisis.
Yeah, like the bodyguards are one of the weirdest players. They have stand firm and wrestle, right? But they're are they strength 4?
Guard Mighty
No.
Blow,
No, they're
man.
not strength
I
4.
think, you know what I mean? Guard stand firm is a really good combo.
You guard and mighty blow. You give them guard first, but like so.
But you
You
give them
give 2 guard and you give 2 Mighty Blow.
well, you give them mighty blow, but they have wrestle.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
like also like when you think about it, like a bit later in the league, you're never picking double down anyway because all your targets have block. So like you're
mean-
fishing for the POWs anyway.
I mean, yeah, that's a good point. The only time you're looking for
Yeah.
you're looking for that is for the ball carrier.
block
but-
on your killer is mostly if you're targeting like the weak points in a team that don't
Yeah.
have block, or if you're looking for defense. Like
Yeah.
on my corn team, I didn't take block on my killer until level 3. Like first thing was mighty blow claw.
I told you that.
Yeah.
you
Well-
told me that?
I told him get claw before I think block. Yeah.
Well, like because I was thinking about it anyway, and I was
Yeah.
like, I'm
Your
so-
strength
I'm s-
4. Your
I'm
strength 4 with,
seldomly hitting things that don't have block anyway.
yeah, and your strength 4 with frenzy too. So like
Oh, no, on the corn gore.
on the corn gore.
Yeah. And
I mean,
which you
it's
have
same-
Juggernaut anyway.
Yeah,
because
same
you-
diff. Yeah, exactly.
Which Juggernaut is like
yeah,
after using it for an entire
it's
season.
it's really good.
yeah.
It's really good. I loved it.
love it on my ball carrier.
I put it on my Troll Slayers.
Yeah.
Because they become
for-
pushes, right?
Yeah.
That's the key.
So-
So, you
so,
open
like-
your own hole.
Yeah. So like
Do they have horns?
Well,
so someone's marking your ball carrier, you just boop them.
But it
then,
also-
like, they're guaranteed to be
but it
away
also
from you.
ignores stand firm as well.
Yeah.
So the reason, it ignores stand firm and it treats it as that push. So I put it on. I made a Troll Slayer with Juggernaut, Strip Ball. He had another skill too. I don't remember what it was. But he had Juggernaut, Strip Ball, and it was fantastic. They come with Frenzy, so they're literally just knocking players around. If you got the ball, they just squeeze it out.
Do you give that
Just squeeze
the
them out.
Chaos Abomination? Do you give that Juggernaut?
It's a something you definitely consider.
Oh, the big guy.
Yeah.
The spawn or whatever.
Yeah.
it is?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because
What's it
if you're
called?
the blood spawn.
I gave
Blood
Juggernaut's a
Did I
real
f-
contender for it.
Did I give
because
mine? I think I gave mine Juggernaut.
You did.
Yeah. Yes.
Because you're that ignoring Sand Firm. So
Yeah.
Your frenzy is always in full use, and then
The biggest thing is
Yeah.
ignoring. Is
you're
turning
pushing the
pushes.
blocks, right?
Yeah.
Because like he becomes a reliable blitzer,
Right.
and
Do you have Unchanneled Fury?
Yeah. So you have to
he
block.
should have Animal Savagery.
You
It's a
block or
corn
blitz.
model.
You block or blitz with them.
yeah, but Unchanneled Fury kind of makes sense there too.
It might make more sense because it's Unchanneled Fury's corn.
Yeah,
I
but you have to hit-
Not much of
I
an
don't like
animal.
much of Animal Savagery anyway.
Yeah.
I'm really not a
That's fair.
fan of that rule.
Knocking down your own players.
Yeah.
Yeah, I take Unchanneled Fury every single day.
Any
I
day.
also thought Castors,
Oh, okay.
Castors.
but I don't know.
I just got this awesome idea. I'm gonna play Castors.
Are you? Fantastic.
You're gonna want to build and paint 2 teams.
Or 5.
I mean, I've got 10. I don't know. Cast Renegades are not very good.
No, but
I like
they're-
the 3.
They're fun.
Yeah, the 3 big guy thing is very interesting.
It's pretty interesting.
I like
I
it.
played
The
like
3 big guys with mutation
I
access.
I love Minotaurs too. They are one of my favorite big
I
guys.
played like 12 games with them though. So like,
Horns.
I've played like in the Barnstorm.
Horns and Frenzy is a blast.
Especially on a strength 5 big guy.
Yeah, I wanted to get horns on my Bloodspawn, but I never made it.
I had to play against someone who had horns on their blood spawn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what did
That's
I?
a nightmare.
Mine had tentacles.
That's a lot of SPP though, because they don't get it primary, right?
What is it?
Oh, they do.
Tentacles, Juggernaut.
They do.
Yeah. They get mutations
All
primary.
the cast primary.
Except for the rot spawn.
Yeah.
Arguably the most mutatey. Still don't understand that. I do
that's okay.
not grasp. It's literally the only chaos model that non-Skaven.
They're probably the best cast team though, right?
Nurgle?
Yeah.
I
think
think it's
Khorne
I think
maybe.
it's Khorne.
I think it's corn.
I think that Nurgle's fine, but like they took a huge hit when the Rotters went to Agility 4.
I mean,
Don't get me wrong, it makes sense. I understand. I'm just saying it's an
35K,
Yeah.
absolutely.
it's an enormous hit. Is all.
yeah,
I'm saying.
I understand that. I'm just like,
It's
I
like
don't know.
when your lineman's skill is literally being terrible. And even then they do
Wait,
do being terrible pretty good.
Hold on, you're talking about corn being better.
No, I'm talking about Rotters.
No, I understand, but you're
yeah.
saying corn's the better team, and you're talking about linemen being terrible.
I get it.
Like, I get it. They got
Dude,
frenzy,
I've
but they're
surfed people
still.
with I've surfed people with the lineman before.
I know, me too. but-
I was pretty proud of myself. I chain pushed a corn gore into a mummy with stand firm on the.
okay.
And then I just blitzed him off.
Can you use Juggernaut when you're pushed?
What? Oh no! I chain pushed him next to it because like
Yeah.
he was there,
gotcha.
and then like
and then
the,
you
the
use
back-
Juggernaut.
and then he just used the blitz to
Yep.
knock it off. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like you thought he was safe. Get out of here.
Bonk. Yeah.
Bonk.
Wow.
All right, guys. Well, hey, we're gonna wrap up here. Michigan GT this weekend. Be there, be square. Nurgle Matt, come see us at our booth, brother. We're gonna be along the wall in the corner. I don't like the setup. They kind of got us like boxed in, but
We
they
made it
didn't
work.
put us in the middle like we were talking about last year.
Yeah.
Like, put us in the
Oh,
damn middle.
yeah.
We're still on the wall. So
If it's by the door again, though, at least.
no, we're not. We're back by the. It's like it looks like it's more open, like it's meant to funnel traffic around. But
Okay.
we'll see. We'll see. Friday. They're setting up Thursday night too. That'd be really nice. But I don't think I can make it.
I wish I could go.
Saturday night, man. You're more than welcome. Come on up.
Maybe.
Tony's gonna be up there
Well,
getting.
What time? How late will you guys be up there?
We're
till?
staying the night.
Saturday night?
Yeah, so we're gonna be up there all
Well,
night.
never mind then. If you guys go out and party, then yeah, I'll come.
Yeah, we're gonna go out and.
I want to drink after
Get
that
wild.
work day. I'm gonna get screwed so hard.
Hell yeah! All right, guys. Well, we will see you next week. More stories of the campaign.
Yeah.
More Blood Bowl news, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And Michigan GT fun. So tell your grandma. All right, we love you.
Bye-bye.